Hello. In this video, I will give an overview of the Retail Inventory and Sales Manager Excel template. This template can be purchased from indzara.blogspot.com, and you can find a link on the Premium Solutions section on the right sidebar. This is a screenshot of an invoice that you can create using this Excel template. This Excel template can help you in knowing the inventory levels of each of your products and understand which products you should order and when. You can create invoices instantly, and you can also print them or save as PDF from Excel. You can also analyze your purchase and sales patterns over time and also understand which are your best performing products and also which product categories contribute more to your sales. This is an Excel document and it requires Excel for Windows. 2007 or 10 or 13 versions are supported. You can enter and manage up to 2000 different products in this Excel template. You can also use it to manage multiple locations of your business, up to 10 locations. You can create instant invoices, and each invoice can have up to 40 different products. You can customize your invoice with 4 custom information columns that are available about your customers that you can add to your invoice if you need it. The template can handle about 50,000 line items. So for example, if you have 10 line items in each order on average, let's say, then you can have 5,000 orders of data in this template. When you reach that limit, you can archive the file and then start fresh with a new copy and continue to enter your new orders in the new file. You can set tax rates for each product separately, and then the template automatically calculates the tax amounts it adds to the invoice as appropriately. You can set reorder points for each product. However, the reorder points will be the same for a product across the multiple locations if you have multiple locations. You can have some products which you don't want to really track in inventory, and you can have products which you want to track. So you can have a mixture of products in this template. The list of customers and products and orders are very easy to print, and you can also enter your starting inventory very easily in this template. You will get access to current and future inventory levels of each product. You can easily identify which products you need to order, and then you can find out if you can fulfill certain sale orders before you actually accept those orders. You can actually find out if you can fulfill them. Do you have enough inventory to fulfill those sale orders? You can understand the sales and purchase patterns, identify your top customers and suppliers, best performing products, and so on. The template is not connected to any barcode scanners or anything of that sort. The template is not capable of reading data from such barcode scanners. There are also several formulas embedded in this document. When the size of the data approaches the limits of the template, you will see that there is about a 3 to 5 second lag when you insert a new order line item. And it happens only when you insert a new order line item. The other parts of the template work instantly, and after you insert a new line item, everything works instantly. So if you do notice a lag because you have lots of data, then I recommend that you save a copy of the current file and start entering new orders in the new file. You can purchase this template from the link here, and then you'll be directed to PayPal, where you can use your credit card or your PayPal account to purchase it. You will be getting an email with the link to download later, but you'll also have an instant download available from the website. The rest of the blog post has a lot of information about how to use the template and also what's available and what's not. Now I'm going to go and open the template, and then let's do a quick demo of how the template works. Now this is the template with some sample data entered. When you download your product, you'll actually have no data entered, and so you'll start with your own information. But in this sample, I have entered some information. This will help us explain how the template works. To start using this template, we will start with entering some basic information about our business. So name of the business, enter a name of a contact person, address, email address, phone numbers, basic information that you'll enter. And then if you want to include tax when we calculate amounts for analysis, then you would choose yes, and otherwise you would choose no. And then if you want to apply tax only on sale transaction, not on purchase transactions, then you will choose yes if you want it only on sale transactions. And then in the next step, we would enter the number of locations or the names of locations that we manage in our business. If you only have one location to manage, you'll just have one. In this sample, I have two different warehouses. And if I want to enter a new warehouse, it is as simple as typing in below the table and then pressing enter. And now you can see that the list of locations now is expanded to include the third location. And the next step is to go and enter our products in the product sheet. And this is where we have entered our products, basically a product ID and product name. These two should be unique for each product that you enter. And then the description, this is just for your reference. And then product category is a way of categorizing your products. If you have a lot of products, this can come in very handy. For each product, you will enter a reorder point, and then this is the amount when the inventory goes at or below this reorder point, then the template will inform that this specific product needs to be reordered. The tax rate, and if you have products where the tax rates don't apply, just leave it blank. But if you want to apply a tax rate, then you will apply a percentage here. This inventory flag is where you can actually say, for example, in this example, I don't want this product to be inventoried, but the other three products, I want them to be included for all the calculations of inventory. Then I can just choose no for this one product. This could be useful if you have non-physical products which don't have to be inventoried. For example, just labor. If you want to include labor as a service, but you don't want to really calculate inventory based on that, then you can just use this inventory flag to know, and then automatically the template will exclude this specific product from all calculations of inventory. The unit of measurement, so if you have products where you measure in kilograms or pounds or whatever it is, you can just type it in. This is primarily for display purposes, where it'll appear in your invoice and it is not used in any actual calculations. You also have two custom columns where you can type in any name you want here and then type in your information. And this is just for your purpose, where if you need any extra information to be tracked for each product, then you can use these two extra columns. The information that you enter in this PR custom one column will also be transferred into a later sheet, which can come in very handy if you want data to move from one sheet to another. Then the next step is to go to the starting inventory sheet. Here's where you would enter for a specific location, a specific product, how many products do you have right now? So when you begin using this template, you will already have certain inventory in your business. So this is where you would enter that inventory information. So this will always be used as inventory that's available in all the calculations. So this helps to make sure that the inventory calculations are accurate as you start using the template. So any starting inventory you have, please enter them here in this table. Entering information into these tables is pretty easy. You just start with typing in, let's say, for example, I'm saying warehouse one, and then you can choose from a list of products, and then let me just choose this, and then I would type in, this is my starting inventory. This is as simple as it is. Now, the next table is the partners table. This is where you would enter information about your partners. The partner can be a supplier or a customer. Suppliers are those you purchase your products from, and then customers are those you sell your products to. You can enter both of them here in the same table. Partner ID, partner name, make sure that they are unique values for each product, each partner. And then you can enter your billing address, shipping address, phone number, email address fields as you have them, as you need them. Custom, there are 4 custom columns I've provided here, which you can use to store further information about your partners. And these 4 columns can also be added to the invoice very easily, and I will explain how to do that shortly. Now, the next table is the orders table. So this is where you would enter order information. Basically, each row is a unique order. So in this case, P1 is my first purchase order, and then the date when I actually placed the order to purchase it was 15th April 2014. And then the order type, that would be one of the 3. Purchase is when you place an order to purchase products. Sale is when you actually receive an order from your customer where you are selling the products to the customer. Transfer from is because this template allows you to manage multiple locations. You can also transfer your products from one location to another. And when you do that, you can use the transfer from order type. The name of partners, as we entered in the previous sheet, you can choose the partner name that the specific order is for, and then the location you use to service that specific order. And if you have a transfer from, let's say, for example, this is a transfer from order type, then you need to enter the transfer to information. So I'm transferring from warehouse 2 to warehouse 1 on 20th May 2014. This is my order number S2. The last column is order comments. This appears on your invoice. So if you have any message that you want to communicate on the invoice to your customer or partner, then you would enter that here and that will automatically appear in your invoice. Now I'm going to set it back to sale. And then the next table is order details. This is where you would enter the detailed information about the order. As you saw in the previous orders table, you actually entered 4 orders here. Each line represents a different order. And then when you go to the order details, you see that for the first purchase order, we have 3 line items. So those are the line items in that specific order. In the order P1, we actually placed a purchase order of 20 units of ES30, 10 units of ES25, and 5 units of DSC HX7V. And then how much are you paying for those products is provided here. And these are the dates when you expect those products to reach you. As you can see here, within the same order, you can have products expected on different dates. So if you place an order, but then you can receive each product in or each line item in your order separately, and this template can handle that. These are the 5 columns that you would actually enter in the order details. All the other columns here are automatically calculated. These information are either calculated, for example, the tax amount and amount are calculated, but a lot of other fields are actually pulled in from the information that you previously entered in the products table or the partners or orders. Those information are brought in here all in one place so that it's convenient for you to view your order details. The other piece of information that you have in the order details sheet is you can actually select a specific product. For example, I've selected here DSC H70 because I have a sale order here for DSC H70 where the customer is expecting something on the 1st of June and then they need 30 units of DSC H70. So I can check, for example, on let's say May 30th, how many products do I have? On May 30th, I will have 45 units available. So, which means on the June 1st, I should be able to service this 30. So using this quick little tool up here, you can select any product, any location, any expected date, and then you can see the inventory that will be available on that date, on at this location for this product, and that can help you understand whether you can fulfill a specific sale order in the future or not. The next sheet that you'll go into is the invoice. This sheet is all fully automated, so all you have to do is to put in your specific order number, and then you can see that the invoice is created instantly and all the line items will appear, and then also the totals with the tax and also total amount will be tax amount will be calculated. Your comments will appear here, and also your contact information will appear at the bottom. And it's very easy to change this. If I want to do another invoice, all I have to do is to type in my order number here. As I said before, there are 4 custom columns available. So if I want a specific custom column to appear, when I say yes, it'll appear on my invoice. And if I don't want this to appear, then I can say no. And these 4 columns, as I mentioned previously, they are coming from the partners table, where you can use these 4 columns if you want to add any other piece of information to the invoice very easily. The next sheet is the dashboard, where you can actually find out more information about specific products or locations. First thing, before you get to the dashboard, please make sure that if you've added any data to this template, you would go to the data ribbon and then hit refresh all, and then that will update any data that you have entered into this template. And then you will see the number of unique products we have across all locations, and then the total quantity that you have. And then for a specific location, I can choose location 2, warehouse 2, and I will see the number of unique products I currently have, and then the number of the quantity that I have, and then how many products should I be reordering. I need to reorder 2 products. And here's where you can actually look at the inventory for a specific product. Let's say I choose ES30, and then I can see the product description, the product ID, the inventory across all locations. I have 20 units, and you can also see that in the chart below. Warehouse 1 has 20, warehouse 2 has nothing. The total is 20, and I don't have any pending purchase quantity for today. I don't have any sales pending today. In the future, do I have any purchases pending or future sales pending? They will show up here. And this table here on the right is specific to the location that we chose here. So I've chosen warehouse 2. There's no product ES30 in warehouse 2. The reorder point for that product is 5, which means I need to order it now. And again, any pending purchase quantity, transferring quantity today for the specific product at this location will show up here. If you have any future orders, they will appear here as well for this product at this location. The chart below, you can see the trend over the last 12 months of the cumulative inventory. For example, right now we have 20 units of inventory across all locations, but back in April, for example, or March, we started with 10 units, and then in April it was 20 units, and then it stayed the same over the May and June. The June is appearing here because we have one order where we are expecting the delivery in June, and that's why June is appearing here. There's also a little tool here if you want to search for products. If you have lots of products, hundreds of products, then it might not be easy to use the drop down. So you can just type in something, and then immediately now the drop down is shortlisted to only the product names which match with this keyword that you entered. And you can see a list of up to 25 matching product names. So that should help you select your product easily when you have hundreds of products. The next sheet that we're going to go to is the product report, and there's nothing that you need to do here. This is a pre-built product report. You can just print if you want to use it. It gives you for each product, it'll give you the current inventory in all the locations, current inventory at a specific location that we chose back in the dashboard. So if I change to warehouse 1, go to my product report, now the information is already updated. The reorder point, should I order this product or not? So clearly now, if I go back here, warehouse 1, I don't need to order anything. At warehouse 2, I need to order 2 products. So you can see here in warehouse 2, there are 2 specific products that I need to order, and then it says with yes. You can also interact with this table, and if I want to only see, let's say, the products that I need to order, there you go. You can now see only the products that you need to order. So this is very, very convenient to identify which products you need to order, and then you can get a good idea of what the current inventory that you have for each product all in one page. The next sheet we'll go is the analysis. And this sheet, again, whenever you've made any changes to the data or updated the data, please use the refresh, and that will update all the underlying data that's used for these sheets. You can drill down to a specific month of orders or product categories or product names. So let's say I want to only see Samsung sales and purchases. So I hit Samsung, and now I can see that in April we have 30 units of sales, and then that translated to this much amount of money. And then how many purchases did I make? I brought in actually 30 purchases, and the amount were 71,000. And this is drill down only to one location at this point because the product category of Samsung was only managed in one of these locations. It was not available in the other location, and that's why this is actually appearing a little bit lighter green in color. And as we scroll down, you'll see who are your best customers and then your best partners. And then you can see how different product categories are contributing. And let me just remove this filter. And now I have both Samsung and the Sony product categories. And you can see that Sony was contributing all of the sales in May, and then Samsung was contributing everything in April. You can also see the top products, specific products, and the sale amount, top 10 and also the bottom 10. And you can see the profit, which is basically sales minus purchases. And you can see it for the last 12 months. Since we have only less than 2 months of data, you have only 2 lines, but you can have up to 12 months of trend of profits. And again, this is very easy to use, but this sheet does not actually function in 2007. It does work in 2010 Excel and 2013 Excel. So if you're using 2007, you can go to the analysis details sheet. And this is also helpful for people who are using 2010 or 2013 because you can actually see the raw numbers that actually are behind the sheets, the charts that you see here. So if you go to analysis details, you will see the same information, and this will work in Excel 2007 as well. And then you can actually see all the information that we previously saw in the analysis sheet. Finally, we have a help sheet, which gives all the definitions and the calculations that have been used in this template, sheet by sheet. And if you have any further questions, please email me at indzara@gmail.com. I'm going to go back to the settings. Finally, there's a message board which will give you any error messages. For example, if you have duplicate product IDs or product names or order IDs, then they will appear here. So check your message board. If something doesn't seem to be working correctly, or please check the message board. If there are any errors, it'll show up here. Now I'm going to go back to our blog post. So again, the link is available on the right section sidebar under the Premium Solutions section, Retail Inventory and Sales Manager. You can download it and you can find a lot more information about this template here on this blog post. And if you have any further questions, please email me. And thank you very much for watching the video.